What's popping off, everybody? It's your boy T, back on the mic once again, here with another ASMR video. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys, man. I've been trying to get 2K on the channel for a minute. Matter of fact, hold on before I keep going. Go ahead. Pop my gum, man. But no, for real, y'all. I've been trying to get 2K on the channel for a little minute. And we're finally here. Doing a fantasy draft on 2K22. Random selection, got the Clippers. Wanted the Lakers. Y'all know that's my favorite team. Oh, we got the Clippers, so we good. I don't know what that is in the bottom right corner. Like, I was installing some mods and that just kind of happened, so I don't know what's going on. I was very surprised to see us with a pick so early, with the 5th pick. And I'm like, damn, MJ's still here. And so I'm looking, I'm like, why isn't Kevin Durant been picked? Like, shouldn't he be a 99? And they used the Nets Kevin Durant. Girl, he's 31. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, why not, like, Golden State Kevin Durant? Like, you know, like, I don't know. I just pressed keep best, and that's what they chose. So I'm like, okay, I have to take MJ, right? So I take him. I can't do live commentary because my graphics card has some coil noise going on, and so I can't take it. So I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard are both still on the board right now. I see Luka's on there. I see Westbrook. I'm like, boy, who do I take here? And of course I end up going with my boy KD. You gotta go with KD, you know what I'm saying? Gotta go with KD. So then I'm like, dang, I forgot this is Serpentine, so I'm right back on the board, right? I see my boy Luka there, and I'm like, man, Luka, Jordan, and KD. That's, I was like, man, can I pass that up? I was looking to see, like, the playmaking differences between, like, Luka and Westbrook to see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just everything else on Luka would have been better, so it's just like, and plus, 2K Sim has Luka being a god all the time, so I ended up going with Luka. I'm sitting here trying to decide. I'm just like, yeah, Luka's the best go. Like, he gotta be the best go, right? Like, he's 6'7". So, like, right now, my starting lineup is like 6'7", 6'6", 6'10". Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, we are crazy right now. Like, we're crazy right now. I'm loving what I got, right? I really like the team I ended up putting together, so now I'm back on the board. I'm looking. I'm like, dang, who all is here? And I see Yao Ming, because, like, in 2K, right, you have to have a big man that can clean the boards and, like, just put up easy shots inside. On 2K, that's all you need. Like, you don't need to stretch big, you know, maybe for the sim, but, like, when you're actually in gameplay and stuff like that, but you just need somebody that can clean the boards and put it back up. And Yao Ming seemed to be the best at both of those, like, inside scoring and, like, inside defense and just grabbing rebounds. Like, he seemed to be the all-around best center here. So, you know, I ended up going with my boy Yao, 7'6", baby. I had to get my boy Yao, and I'm right back on the board. I loved it. So now I'm thinking, oh, I see Jimmy here, right? And so I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, should I draft the power forward and keep KD at the 3? Or should I get a 3 and put KD at the 4? Like, how should I go about doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm looking at. I'm like, man, KD could really go to power forward, and, like, we could run somebody else at the 3 and be good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's my thinking process here. And so I'm looking between Jimmy and Sean Marion, right? overall on defense, like Sean seems to be better, but scoring wise, Jimmy seems to be a little better. But I'm sitting there thinking like, man, do I even need that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got KD and Jordan and Luca. Like, I just need somebody that can play defense, grab rebounds, you know, all that type of stuff. And so it just looks like, from what I'm looking at here, it just looks like Sean Marion would have been the better pick. And so that's what I end up going with. I was just sitting here looking through it, and I'm just like, man, I gotta be sure that I'm making the right pick here. Oops, my bad, guys. Sorry, my bad. Got the group chat going on. My bad. But yeah, I ended up going with Sean Marion. I don't think I'm gonna regret that pick. Like, that seems to be a pretty good pick, you know. So but we're back on the board. Now I'm thinking bench. I'm like, okay, I got my starting five. Who's gonna be my bench? And I'm thinking, okay, I need a really good like backup center, backup four. Like, the backup big man is gonna be the hardest position to replace. So I'm like, like off my bench, I'm probably gonna need some scoring, honestly. Like, so what's gonna be the best 1-2 punch for like scoring off my bench? And I was looking at point guards. I was like, dang, point guards. But again, like I said, the backup bigs is gonna be the hardest to replace. That's gonna be the hardest position to get. So I'm sitting here looking through everything, and then like I look and I see Cat right there, and I'm like, man, Cat don't play no defense, but his offense is amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking, with all the starters I have, I don't really need defense off the bench. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I got offense, I'm good. And so I'm like, who do I pair with Cat? And of course, I'm gonna go with John Wall. He's the highest overall left. John Wall, like, especially this John Wall, excellent playmaker, great physicals. He can't shoot, but everybody else can, so we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if my point guard can't shoot, John Wall's a good playmaker off the bench. You know, we're good. Like, we can do that. We're good. So we end up taking John Wall there. I think I only go to round 10 for the picks that I actually do, and then I just sim the rest of them. So now I'm thinking, okay, I got my 1-2 punch. Now I need like a 3. I'm thinking I need a 3. I need somebody to play on the wing for real. And so I'm looking at this guy, and then I'm looking at Chris Middleton, Jamal Mashburn, and Chris Middleton. I'm like, man, like, who do I want to pick? And I don't think with this pick I actually end up going with either of them. If I'm not mistaken, I think I go with like one of the 4s that can also play 3. But who was that? I can't even remember who that was, like, off the top of my head right now. So hold on, just give me a minute to think. I want Chris Middleton though, because Chris Middleton plays defense. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot, all that. Yeah, that's who it was. It's Antoine Jameson. That's who I end up going with, because I see like the difference between him and Chris isn't that different, and I'm just sitting there like, man, like, I could really like swap out the positions if I need to. Like, they can play off each other, so it's like I could pick him, and if I don't end up getting Chris, then I'm still good, because I have a stretch forward to play alongside Cat and like John Wall. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking to see if any other centers or stretch centers I could move Cat to the forward, but I was like, nah. So I end up going with Antoine Jameson. I'm pretty sure I end up going with Antoine Jameson on this pick. I'm taking forever. But I'm pretty sure that's who I end up going with. I end up going with Antoine. Right. Yep. But then I forgot. Bro, I'm right back on the board. And Chris is still there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, like, who do I have? Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight, because I'm gonna move KD to the 4. And this point, it's basically like, okay, who do I play at the two to play alongside John Wall that can like actually defend? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually defend and somewhat shoot. And so I see Drew on there, and I'm like, yes, that's it. That's it. That's definitely it. But I was comparing him to some of the others, just looking at some of their stats, like their stat breakdowns, and seeing if it was anybody that was decent at defense that could also shoot better than Drew. But I really didn't end up finding anyone. So I ended up going with Drew anyways, which I think is a good pick. So yeah, that's whenever they get there. That's how I end up going with. I saw A. Davis, and I was like, that's not Anthony Davis, right? I forgot Anthony Davis went right before like my KD pick. Like I was tripping super hard. But yeah. So yeah, I'm just end up comparing, and then I'm just like, I settle on Drew. I'm like, yeah, for the overall and for what it's all worth, Drew is the best pick here. And then I think I just go ahead and sim the rest of it. Yeah, I didn't really care about the rest of the draft. I was like, okay, we're good. So we're straight with what we got. Auto generate the rookies. Go to the coaching game plan to see what the starting lineup is, and I see KD at the 3, and I'm like, hold on, wait, that's what I meant to do. And as you can see, we're gonna go from 87 Antoine Jameson to 91 Sean Marion in the starting lineup. But then I look and I see John Wall in the starting lineup. I'm like, where's Luka? He's down here on the bench. So they had Luka as like the 6th man, but getting more minutes, I guess for playmaking's sake. But I was like, no. The reason I even got Luka, he's 6'7", so like we're short nowhere in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see that we had drafted Paul Millsap, and I'm like, Paul Millsap's getting more minutes than Drew Holiday. Like, and like that's 3 4s. Like, I'm just like, nah. I don't care if he's higher overall. Nah, that's not exactly what we need. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up changing that, and then I just saw we didn't really draft anything else. It was whatever. But our starting lineup is stacked, bro. Luka, Jordan, Sean Marion, KD, and Yao, with John Wall, Cat, Chris, Antoine Jameson off the bench. Like, we're stacked. So I got KD as our first scoring option, because I thought he was gonna be the best scorer. And the thing about it is, like, as you guys are gonna see, KD is consistently our 3rd scorer, like, on this team. It is absolutely insane. And I made him the first scoring option, so I don't know. But our team chemistry is at a 70. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, wow, really? Just like, I put our trades on manual too. Yeah, I didn't want to trade anybody from our roster. And I saw the team chemistry was on 70. I was like, wow, I must have drafted pretty well. If I do say so myself. So now we're just getting the sim on. I love the fact that PC is a fast sim, because next gen does not. Next gen 2K sim is slow. Like, it's like 2K14 level slow, bro. Like, back in the day, level slow. So we don't want to make no trades. We started off kind of hot, and then we kind of, I don't know, we kind of went back to the middle of the pack, but then we start putting some wins together, and I was happy about that. I was like, okay, we're starting to click for real. I left all the settings up, like all the team chemistry and all that stuff. You guys saw it. I imported one of the setting things earlier, so you guys saw that. But I stopped at the end of January to see where we are in the standings, and we're number 1, baby. We have the best record in the league, so I'm like, oh man, we are killing it. Like, we're killing it. I'm like, man, I drafted well. We're really good. We're going on to win this championship. See, look, KD's our 3rd scorer. Like Michael and Luka are just like carrying us, man. Like, Mike is the only one that actually makes a all-star team too. He starts in the all-star game on Kevin Garnett's team. Nobody else made it. I was just looking through the starters and the reserves to see if anybody made it, and nobody else from our team made it. last year, but this year for sure, I was rooting for them because Clippers are frauds. So I saw we were getting to the end of the season. I just wanted to see like what the standings look like, and we fell. And I was so upset because I'm like, no, like we still have the third best record in the league because the Pistons, like even though they're the best in the East, they don't have a better record than us. I was just seeing who was on the Warriors. Like, yeah, of course they're stacked. Who was on the Mavericks? Westbrook with Zion and Moses Malone, Eddie Jones, LaMarcus. Like, I'm like, okay, so we got some good people in front of us. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we don't jumps or nothing. Clyde won MVP. Rookie of the year doesn't really matter in leagues like these. Charlie won 6 man. I think Giannis won D-Boy. Yep. Giannis also won most improved. Yep. I don't really know how, but whatever. I was looking to see if anybody made any of the all-NBA teams, and I think it was just Jordan. Yep. He was on the third team. He was on the first team all-defense, though, and nobody else made all-defense. So those were the awards. No one cares about the rookie team, so no one really cares about the play-in game either in this league. So we're going against Denver. I didn't really know who was on Denver, but I see we go down 2-0, and I'm like, whoa, what is going on? What are we doing? But it's Alex Morris, Kobe Bryant. I think Elton Brand was on there too. I'm not sure, but I see they moved Paul Millsap and Drew Holiday, and I'm just like, why? Like, why did you guys do that? But whatever. I left it. I ended up leaving it. But I shortened the rotation so I can get my starters more minutes because I'm just like, okay, this is the playoffs. Like, we got to shorten the rotation. And it ended up working because, as you guys can see, game 3, we pretty much take easily. Luka with 29, 14, and 7. Just look at KD, man. Like, he's consistently, like, our third scorer. And it's like, it's so weird because he's the first scoring option. But it is what it is. Mike, Luka, you know what I'm saying? Carrying us. Mike and Luka is a deadly duo, I guess. It's so crazy. So here I'm worried about it because I'm like, oh man, this is awfully close. I thought I was going to have to jump in, but I don't. We ended up taking it. And look at my guy, Mike, man, with 41, 5 and 10, 3 steals. That's the GOAT. 18 of 24. That's how the GOAT get it done. And a winner go home. Basically a winner go home game. So now we're in Denver and we're trying to take it, right? And the game is so close. And I'm like, oh, if this gets any closer, I'm going to jump in. I see it's a 3-point game, and then it goes to a 5-point game, then it goes back to a 3-point game. I'm like, yeah, we got to jump in so we're getting some gameplay for you guys here. Some good gameplay, man. But yeah, I was like, man, like this is close. Like, I want to take it home here. I was like, man, just like the first round. Like, if we get past the first round, we can make it. Like, save it.
Here's English, guarded by Durant. Ooh, Durant with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Banked it in off the glass. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And for the Clippers, they've got John Wall. Kevin Durant is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Luka Doncic. That one's good for 2. He's got 25.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific lead right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And for the Nuggets, and the Clippers have possession. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. 4 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Here's Yao. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within 1.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Count it!
This arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 27 seconds left to play in the 4th. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He's trying to keep them grounded. He told them to focus on the task at hand. He said, quote, drown out the noise and let's play our game. This one has that playoff atmosphere. Back to you guys.
Now here's Doncic. The kick to Durant. To tie it up. Can't knock in the three. So a close game sees Denver taking this.
We're going back to LA for game 7. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Not gonna lie. We lose. We lost in the first round, and I was so upset. But you know, hey, listen. Sometimes the rebuilds just don't end up with the way you want them, man. Couldn't end up winning the championship. Denver does get out the West, though, but they don't end up winning. 76ers win, Oscar Robinson wins. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. Just thought I'd come with a little 2K. A little something that I enjoy doing just to get a video out for you guys today. So hope you guys enjoy this. This been your boy T. I'll see y'all in the next one.